For example, 28 times 2. So interestingly, I'm not sure what they're doing here. What I would do is make it 20 times 2 is 40 and 8 times 2 is 50 to make 56. But they're breaking it up into 7 times 4 times 2, and I don't see how that's any easier. This problem doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm happy to call those out when I see them. I don't understand the purpose of this problem. I don't see how breaking 28 into 7 times 4 makes it any easier. Maybe if you do the 4 times 2 is 8 and you remember that 7 times 8 is 56, I don't know. I don't see this as being particularly useful. It's true, but I don't see it as particularly useful. Yeah, same deal. 2 times 3 times 6. So, 3 times 6 is 18. 2 times 18 is 36. And actually, that does make sense to me because 2 times 3 is 6, right? And most folks remember that 6 times 6 is 36. That's another, the square numbers also tend to stick in the brain for some reason. 18 is 2 times 9. So yeah, and that also makes sense. Again, it's not necessarily about what technique you use, it's about what you're going for. And a lot of folks like making tens. In this case, it makes perfect sense because you get 5 times 2 is 10, times 9 is 90. Yeah, that makes sense to me. This is not how I work, by the way. This method of breaking numbers down to multiply is not how I do things, which is totally fine. I think that it's awesome that there are ways that I'm still looking at going, I wonder what kind of learner would benefit from this kind of example? And that sort of thing is what keeps me going. 3 times 3 times 6. 9 times 6 is 54. Right? 30, 24, okay. Don't ever let your teacher tell you that there's only one way to do things. And don't ever let your teacher tell you that their way to do things is better than yours. It's not. I mean, so long as yours actually works. That's kind of the important step. Let's take this quiz. I'll again go ahead and just blitz through it. We get 80 either way. 2 times 30 is 60, no matter how you slice it. Oh, Jesus. See, this is what happens when you go too fast. This is what happens when you try to prioritize speed over accuracy. That's 2 times 5 times 6, not 60. 2, yeah, 5 times 6. Come on, Cunningham, you're better than this. 9 times 2 times 5 and 9 times 10, those are both correct. Let's see, this actually looks correct to me. Erin did 8 times 2 times 5. She dropped, I guess Erin is ambiguous, so I'll say they. They dropped parentheses, but around the 2 times 5. 2 times 5 is 10. Oh, wait, where did the 16 come from? Oh, they multiplied both the 5 and the 8 by 2. And yes, this is a mistake that I see students make in high school all the time. Somehow they think, well, do I have to multiply the 2? They're thinking about distribution, but it's easy to mix things up. So no, the answer is actually 80, and the mistake is in step 2. Okay. No worries there. I will make up the, oh, it's saying recommended because I got one problem wrong on quiz 2. I swear to God. All right, I'll do it one more time. 2 times 4 times 6 is 48. 9 times 3 times 2 is 54. 4 times 3 times 3. So again, this one doesn't really make sense to me. 4 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Times 4 is 36. Okay, just making sure. 7 times 2 times 5. is 70. We don't have to 100% all of the quizzes to 100% the unit. In fact, the quizzes aren't actually necessary at all. I think they're a good thing to go through. I like the little bit of review, but you could skip the quizzes. You could theoretically skip straight to the unit test and get to 100% that way. If you were planning on trying to speed run Khan Academy, which I might do later on a fresh account, you have to just do unit tests over and over and over again and course challenges.